Greetings, Captains, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus. I'm Captain Tyrek of the heavy battlecruiser USS Rommel, as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire. And last time, we managed to do a very classic duel between a Romulan ship and a Federation ship. It took 20 minutes in that single fight alone, but it was very well fought, if I do say so myself, and I have. So, without further ado, let us set out into enemy space and continue to place the pressure on 1712, where we have steadily been trying to work it down. Unfortunately, a base assault is not what we wanted. Unless they give us massive supporting elements, we're probably going to run from this. What massive supporting elements have you given me? Well, you've given me the USS Montgomery, a new armored cruiser, and you've given me a heavy war destroyer, the USS Lexington. Okay. Fighting a Super Hawk. The Super Hawk is a very nice heavy cruiser design. I think we were in a Super Hawk for a little while. Maybe not. My memory may be faulty on that one, but I'm fairly certain we were at some point. Let's immediately bounce this off to a 4 electronic countermeasure, because I do expect him to go up to 5. The AI likes to do that and try and overdo what we can do. We will, of course, try to endeavor to not allow them to. Also, another heavy cruiser, which is an older style. Are you a War Eagle? It's a KEF. A Killer Eagle? I forget what the exact designations are. It'll be basically probably 1, maybe 2 R-type plasma torpedoes and nothing else. Because Romulan ship design for their early era ships is weird. I just have excess power because I didn't put a shield reinforcement. We should probably do that. More power. Give me more powered engines. A little bit there. Alright, photon torpedoes. They're ready to go. We're just going to pull within our range of 20, blast away, and then turn away. After all, any closer is dangerous. Further away is also kind of dangerous. But further away is safer for us than it is for him. So we're on a good angle here. He's picking up speed. Let's fading fire. 3 good hits, that's 12 damage right onto him. Dump the missiles right into his face, see what he does with them. He's immediately opened fire with his S-type plasma torpedoes, however, those should not be able to make it to us. Just to make sure we don't waste power, we're going to shut that off, because we don't need it. More incoming photon torpedoes, he's going to try and shoot him down. He grabbed all 4 of them. Interesting choice. So we're going to set ourselves up for following up with our expanded magazines, because that's oh, nope, he shot down 2 of them, so we can just continue with another missile strike should things happen. And we are picking up enough speed to get away from him. And if we can slow him down, we can hit him with those missiles. Actually, if we fire ours right now, he's gonna Wild Weasel. Yeah, his shuttle bay's not down, so our next salvo is going to spurn a Wild Weasel out of him. If he's not cloaking, which he is, we're not in a good position to take advantage of that. And here comes a pseudo-tender. Ah, so the KEF is a pseudo-tender, and as you can see, he's equipped with an R-type plasma torpedo, as well as 2 pseudo-frigates and 2 Fs. We're actually in a pretty good position to try and take advantage of this. We've got to come up here. The Flamma Penna is our target. And I want to do one nice, nasty overrun right on that weakened side, if we can make it. We also do need to take care of this. In fact, that may be the better choice of what to do right now. Photon torpedoes. There we go with 1. Phasers. Alright. Those are very dangerous because they're just freewheeling photon or plasma torpedo boats. It always makes me kind of question, how do the guys pull those off? Because he's under stealth, yet you still manage to hit him. We're just going to keep zipping through this fight at maximum speed, keep away from the enemy. We do not want to get anywhere near them. After all, look at these plasma torpedoes. Just look at them. That's not something you want to be anywhere near. So we got to wait until he comes out of cloak so that we can start re-engaging with our missiles. Photon torpedoes would be nice, but we're currently not charging them because we need to charge the phaser capacitor. Now we'll start charging the photon torpedoes. Take about 2 turns. That's not too much of an issue, though. As the Montgomery continues to blink away with his G-type plasma torpedoes, with his G-type phasers. I'm a little bit jealous of him because G-type phasers are really, really nice. And he's packing 4 of them. Holy crap. Let's get our missiles going. Steadily work him down. Send into long-range shots from the long range. Downtown is, of course, the best place to be firing from. If you get any closer than that, well, you're going to get yourself in trouble. Photon torpedoes, set him back to proximity mode. We're probably not going to get anywhere near him because, well, again, plasma torpedoes. Do we really need to explain that? Kind of don't think so. Slow down a bit more, slow down a bit more, slow down a bit more. Where's that power going? Oh, into our electronic countermeasures. Of course. He has dropped back onto his cloak. Or maybe he's coming out. He's coming out. More missiles. Shortly, more missiles. Be patient. And unfortunately, he's just coming out of cloak, and if his R-type plasma torpedo is ready, we're going to have to run a lot faster than what we're doing right now. Luckily, we are already facing in the right direction. Oh, he's just cloak hopping. Ah, you little jerk. It's the most frustrating tactic because it works so well. If you ever want an excellent view of that, play Bridge Commander sometime. In Star Trek Bridge Commander, if you're Romulan or you have a cloaking device, You can just jump into cloak, disappear, move around, come back around, hop out of cloak, blast through. Cloak hopping is an incredibly effective strategy and very difficult to deal with. Because I'd like to fire missiles, but you're dropping back into cloak, aren't you? Or was that you? Interesting. Photon torpedo select. We're going to see if we can't get an angle around. We've got an open shield that we're going to be able to shoot through. If we can get this angle down just right, we'll probably... Come on. Come on. Anything you've got before the lock goes away. There we go. All 4 hit. That's right on through. Knocked out another one of his shields. That's going to be important. And unfortunately, he's got another S-type plasma torpedo about to be ready, so we can't just go in on him. As much as I would love to sprint on top of him, I'm not going to risk that. Of course, there is always the problem that even though we're going to beat these guys, and I have high confidence we're going to beat these guys, we're probably not going to be able to beat the station. I'm going to check it out. Hopefully we'll be lucky, but I wouldn't hold too much hope. Some photon torpedo fire, not really hitting anything. Hitting a cloaked ship with photon torpedoes is rather difficult. We only got it through because we had a firing solution before we actually made it into cloak. It was a very important maneuver. Let's increase the speed of time. Chill a little bit. Let the AI do their work. We're still a turn away from being able to get a full shot in. Oh, plasma torpedoes to the face are never good. Unfortunately, it looks like the Lexington is just taking the damage. Oh, are we going to be able to get an angle on this? He's down to a speed of 7.1. He's actually going to lose his cloaking probably pretty soon. And photon torpedoes. 4 more shots heading out. 3 good hits. Not bad. 20 damage combined with what they were putting out at the time. Let's toss in... are you cloaking? Are you cloaking? I want to toss in the missiles, but I don't want to waste missiles. For obvious reasons. Wasting missiles is not good for the environment and all that. Clearly. He is really badly dented. He might have lost everything that matters. Alright, we're going to go in on him. We're also going to be looking at the Cygnus right now, because the Cygnus is probably the more dangerous opponent. He still has pretty much all of his weapon systems left. So we should be able to come in here, hopefully clean up the Flamma Penna in basically one salvo. If he's able to block these, never mind, didn't need it. Looks like the Lexington has no trouble whatsoever taking this guy out. Ooh, let him go, let him go, let him go, go, go. He's got an F-type plasma torpedo that he wants to get on target. Let's spike a couple of missiles in his direction, because he won't be able to Wild Weasel. He is, however, cloaking. The Lexington has taken some nasty hits. No hits, unfortunately, right there. I'm going to come right on top of you with a phaser. And, oh, I'm just going to overrun you right here with the phaser, and we're going to drop over and hit this side. You do have a defense shift to 1. There we go. Plowing some phaser fire into it. Not able to do any real work to him just yet, but we're going to work on that, steadily but surely. Photon torpedoes are fully charged and ready to go. Missiles are almost ready. Phasers are recharging. Only our forward mount wasn't able to fire, which is unfortunate because that forward mount contains 4 phasers. And we're going to prep another pair of those. I'm going to try and do this with energy armament only for pretty obvious reasons. We're going to need those missiles against the base station if it's something that we can take at all, which we might not be able to. It's going to be an interesting problem. I'm going to come around here. We're going to do another little overrun through. It's not really an overrun, but you get the idea. Also, a mine. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, he's revealed himself. Unfortunately, we weren't able to... Oh, that revealed him too. Any phasers at all that you got in there? Nope. Oh, that... If you keep chaining those, the missiles might make it. Oh, if those were any better missiles, they would have made it to him. Yeah, I did actually invest missiles, even though I just said I didn't want to. But there was a reason for it. Because of that, it'll allow us to pull away from this Plasma F torpedo so that we won't have to take it. Photon torpedoes are ready to go, and he's got a mine sitting right in front of him, which is really bad position for him. There's that F-type plasma torpedo. Keep running, keep running. Just run as fast as you can. Gingerbread man and all that. Pick up the pace even more. Slow down a bit. There we go. This is going to hurt a little bit. Forward or stern shield did, however, still manage to hold. Photon torpedoes set into proximity. We're going to have a shot here in just a second. He's coming out of cloak. Come on. Come on, photon torpedoes. There's the angle. Everybody plowing the photon torpedo fire in from all directions. Set him back to normal just in case we find ourselves right on top of him. He's doing a high energy turn. Pull away, pull away, pull away. Because I anticipate... Ooh, nice shots from the Montgomery. Just lance it in there with his good phasers. We're just going to keep long-range blinking here. It's not going to deal much damage, but eventually it might cause something important. A nice photon torpedo from the Lexington, slamming right into that heavy cruiser, not taking nothing from nobody. His R-type plasma torpedo is ready to go. He wants to shoot it. He doesn't have a good target because he wanted to come for us, but we sprinted away immediately. And then they all came around with nice little executed firing runs, forcing him into a bad position. It's just sad that we're not going to be able to make this work when, you know, we finally run into that space station. It's going to take us down. It's going to be painful. Long-range phaser fire. It's not particularly effective, but it's something. Let's try and avoid smashing into that. That would be bad. And we're kind of caught between a rock and a plasma torpedo, but that's all right, because I don't anticipate him being able to do a whole heck of a lot. Also, if he keeps maneuvering in this direction, we should be able to get something very interesting going. Although he is being smart. He's keeping that shield angled towards us. Lexington is about to take a plasma torpedo hit. Oh, bad hit on a Lexington. Systems being shocked offline all around that ship. Photon torpedoes just not ready. They're not yet charged and able to engage just yet. And he's engaged with his R-type plasma torpedo, which means that he's now open, because he's got nothing left. He's just fired all of his plasma. His phasers are basically all offline. If he survives this missile barrage, which I will be surprised at, then our phasers will wipe him out. And is it a cascade failure? It is not. It's going to be up to our phasers. Or, you know, he was going for it. Aw, come on. I was going to do the photon torpedo thing. Really, Montgomery? Taking away all of my fun. I'll make sure that we're fully set. Yep, all of our shuttles are built and ready to go. We now need to find that starbase somewhere out there, which I'm not sure where. We're just going to sort of keep around our friends. The Montgomery being a heavy cruiser, the Lexington being a badly mauled war destroyer. It's a good war destroyer, don't get me wrong, but it's really badly mauled at this point. Yep, there it is. There's our enemy. It's a base station. Watch this. Just watch this screen. Watch how it explodes. Oh, maybe not. Okay, we can take this. We can do it. We can do it. We can win. We feel great. So, it's going to be difficult to do, but we can do it. Photon torpedo select, proximity mode engaged, set him into range, and go for it. 4 good hits, not bad. He is putting out a massive attack shift, so we're going to have to track him all the way up there with our CCM. He's gone up to 6, so we got to hold 6. The name of the game here is going to be steadily, slowly, but surely whittling him down. And it's not going to be an easy game. Also, because that R-type plasma torpedo is a nightmare, and the starbase can cloak. Did I mention that Romulan starbases can cloak? They can. It's incredibly frustrating. So here's the plan, if you are so inclined to call it that. We need to kill you, and you. Nothing else matters. All weapons select. Photon torpedo set them to normal mode. We gotta get right on top of them. Pile on, pile on. And our photon torpedoes are about to come online. I don't want to be this close to him. So let's set him to our stern and start running. Because the only time we want to be that close to him is when we are... when his plasma torpedo is not charged, which it is not. It is to turn away. So this is Station RIS Gus, because the game does not name stations anything special. It basically just names them after the normal ship list. So we're going to pull directly away, get out of plasma torpedo range from that plasma torpedo, as we just jam an absolute metric ton of power into the countermeasures. So this is the plan. We need to kill these defensive systems. Keep them to the stern. Oh god, good luck. Oh, that probably hurt a lot. Oh, he's fired his plasma torpedo in our direction. Pick up speed. This is no time for charging the electronic countermeasures. We just go at this point. Fortunately, he is cloaking. And I think that's probably going to do the Montgomery in. No, didn't quite, but pretty badly. Oh, this plasma torpedo. It's following me so far. It's gone out 20 already. We're running as fast as we can, but this is still going to hit pretty hard. Watch this. If our stern shield holds, I'll be a little bit surprised. Oh, just a little bit of damage. Good. So back on into that base station. We've got a little bit of time before, you know, all hell breaks loose. Increase the speed of time. We got to get on top of him. We got to cause damage. We got to get a hole in this before he can stop us. Because if we can get a hole in this shield, then we can kill him. Because then we can just work that hole until the end of time. If we can't manage to punch a hole before we start losing ships, we'll probably lose. So it is imperative that we knock this shield down. And to do that, we're going to basically do point-blank range photon torpedo shots. We need to charge the electronic countermeasures higher than he can do, which is proving to be a bit of a problem. Come on, I need an attack shift of none. Give me that attack shift of 0. Because I got to hit one of these green shields. We're at 0. Everything we got. So we've weakened the shield pretty considerably. We've got it not down. Oh, crap. Pull away, pull away, pull away. high. Slow down to a speed of 4. And wait. Wait for the launch. Hi. Bye. Leaving time. He's gone back into cloak. So he fired his R-type plasma torpedo, which thankfully we managed to hit with that. More phasers, more phasers. Just as much as you can. Also, starboard side reinforcement. I'm really surprised that he did not take advantage of shooting at us at this time. We're just going to work around the edges. Unfortunately, we're not able to go fast enough in order to, you know, knock this down, but we'll work on it. I'm surprised he didn't use his phaser force. That would have been the classic response. Let's pull away. I want to get a little bit of distance in here. Not too much. Just enough so that we can basically swoop in here like so on a weakened shield, which is basically the only thing that matters right now. We're not going to be able to stay here for long, unfortunately, because the amount of firepower he can put out is pretty considerable. We got the attack ship down to 0. We got photon torpedoes ready to go, so open fire. Phasers knocked it down to the red. Can I get the photon torpedoes on target? Come on. Come on, just a little bit more on that angle. There we go. More fire into him. Unfortunately, didn't manage to completely knock down the shield. We only hit with one of them, which is honestly kind of expected. All right, open up the distance, because his R-type plasma torpedo is about to come back, and we need to be ready for that as soon as it happens. Doing a speed of 4, which means we can launch a shuttle, no problem. Who'd you shoot that at? Us? No, thank you. So I don't feel like taking your damage today. We can only do that one more time, so we are pretty limited right now as to what we can do. However, we do have a shield almost down, which will mean that we can start really nailing him with boarding parties, and I do think we'll get this shield down with this next shot. I don't know if we can... In fact, I know we can't beam over while he's in cloak, but we'll do our best. Photon torpedo's not yet ready to go, but I think the angle might be good. I think the angle may be good, along with the timing. We should have everything on the forward firing arc very briefly. Stand by. Photon torpedoes ready. Give me a full unobstructed angle shot. Give me 0 range. Fire! We got hits through. Alrighty. So 17 damage. Boring a hole through is incredibly important, because what that's done, and this is extremely important, I cannot emphasize this enough, is now we can steadily whittle him down. Because this shield, he's not going to be able to reinforce enough to stop us from doing what we want to do. I need more speed. I need to get over to that corner. We need to be facing this open shield and then just plowing all the phaser firepower we can get into it. So once I'm nice and situated here, I'll slow down so we can keep a nice little orbit going on here. And we're just steadily going to work him down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. This will give us more power into other things. But we need to be nice and evenly set up here to stay in orbit with him and just keep shelling him down. We do also need to be fully ready to dump our last Wild Weasel. But our away teams are going to go over as soon as he decloaks. And here he comes. He's coming out of cloak. Where's it coming? Where's it coming? Bounce it. Oh, we took a hit from his foot. Crap. So that R-type plasma torpedo must have hit us right through our shield. I wasn't paying attention. Fix this. Fix this. Increase the speed. Again, we need to keep the pressure on that one location. Unfortunately, it's made our job a little bit more difficult. Come on, sprint up there. I need to be on top of it. I'd like to get photon torpedoes involved here, but we're probably not going to be able to do that. Have we been hitting him hit and runs? Hopefully, yes. Possibly, no. They've been ordered to go as soon as they get the shot, but that doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means. So again, we need to get to this open shield. We need to just cause damage through this down shield. Keep the pressure on, keep them from fixing it. That is the #1 thing right now. If we can keep the pressure on, eventually we will disable something. And as long as you can disable something, you can accomplish things. Keep going. Keep the phaser firepower going. I also like to build out the distance just a little bit. Although if we're further out, we got to keep the speed higher. I'd like to keep our speed, well, kind of higher. We will flow out to a distance of about 1 when he starts to decloak. But for now, we're just going to keep the phasers going on. How many people are on board this station, just in total? 22? Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Again, plinking away, hitting multiple targets. Slowly but surely. We can't bring as many weapons on to bear as I'd like, because we've got to keep this orbiting thing going. But we're doing our best. More phaser fire. The phaser 3 is not causing a whole lot. He's going to come out of cloak sometime soon. So we're going to start to pull away. Long-range photon torpedo shots, not hitting anything. Here it comes out of cloak. So we'll slow down to a speed of 4. Hopefully we'll get down there before he fires his plasma torpedo. Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't, but it was required. Alright, get the nose around. We're going to fire a whole bunch of photon torpedoes right in through him. In fact, a counter-rotating pattern might be better. Next time he decloaks, we're dumping a scatter pack. We're going to hope we can get a shot through. And there we go, picking up the speed again. Alright, we're going to come around nice and gently. Let him turn so that we can get just all of our weapons on target here. We're going to get to that range of 0 once again and just try and blitz down this shield. We got to keep it down, because if it goes up, he can start reinforcing it. There's our Wild Weasel. I wish we could transporter mine this thing. Unfortunately, stations don't move, despite the fact that he's turning like a top. Alright, forward weapons, everything's in the arc. Not quite at range 0 yet. 0.5 is the range. Come on, bring it down to 0. Just so we can hit with everything we've got. Range is 0. Show me the full screen. All weapons. Open them up. Managed to get 20 points of damage. We're damaging him, but we're not hitting the important things. We're not killing what I need killed. Let's get a counter rotation going on now. And if you drop out a cloak, I will launch missiles on you. Fortunately, that's not very easy. We really don't have much left to do, and unfortunately, our friends are not being particularly helpful. Because the AI doesn't understand how to properly address where it should be shooting its weapons at. Okay, let's get the shield reinforcements set over to the other side, because we're now doing an anti-orbit. Oh, he's coming out of cloak. Missiles, missiles, missiles. Scatter pack, scatter pack, scatter pack. All weapons fire. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, we got a whole ton of missiles through out of that one. So we've taken quite a bit of damage, but that did numbers on him. Oh, wow. Now, talk about unexpected. The missiles just did an absolute crushing blow. What did that? Because he tractor beamed him. We must have gotten really lucky and knocked out that tractor beam. We've taken out the enemy base. It is destroyed. It is no longer on this map, which is kind of sad because we would have liked to take the place, because as you can see, the Empire defense is down to 1, but hey, we beat a base station. It wasn't a big one, but we did it and survived. 64 damage onto the ship, plus another 4. And then another 4 shuttles that we ended up using. Plus a whole bunch of these. And 2 spare parts. Only 2 Marines apparently went over. So apparently the Marines did not work out as well as I had been hoping. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. We've managed to neutralize the station here over in 1712. It will no longer cause us any problems. We may just go there just to take it and plant a flag just because we worked hard for that sector and we want to claim it. But that'll definitely do it for today. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.